Hi everybody, this is Methakaiji, and today I'm going to talk about some new Godzilla 2014 information. Well, I guess this time Godzilla 2014 sequel information, and this time we'll be talking about Max Bornstein, who actually wrote Godzilla 2014, who actually mentions that any monster is possible for the sequel. Either a new monster, such as Muto, which are new creations, or a Toho monster such as Megalon, Gigan, Mechagodzilla, Mothra, Anguirus, Varen, etc., etc. So yeah, this article is from Rope of Silicon. It's called "Will Mothra Take Flight?" Godzilla sequel already in the works. Yes, this talks about the Mothra thing, which I think is super fake. So, okay. Wow, okay, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to specifically talk about Max Bornstein saying that there is a possibility, or, any monster is available or could have a chance in the sequel. Okay, so this is not too much of a long article, but most likely we'll kind of take some time reading the whole thing. Okay, so right here. Okay, anyways. Max Bornstein. Okay, this is what it says. For what direction does the sequel go? Director Gareth Edwards says he has an idea where it might go, but isn't telling yet. On the other hand, screenwriter Max Bornstein, who also wrote the graphic novel prequel Godzilla Awakening, noted the Mothra tease in the film. The name is seen on an empty aquarium, and says, "I can't say Mothra Easter eggs is an indication of any specific plans for Mothra, though everyone has fondness. I know I speak for Gareth, and I speak for Legendary. Everyone has a great fondness for all the Toho characters." So those Easter eggs don't mean basically anything. They were just there as little, Easter eggs. Just, I don't know, just for, I don't know, the audience can be more into the film and analyze the film. But there was no point, those Easter eggs didn't mean anything. I guess that's what he technically says. Then right here, this famous quote, which is very, very interesting. It says, he then added, he is Max Bornstein. He says, if we're fortunate enough to make a sequel, which, yes, the answer is yes, then I think the choice of what character that might be, whether it's a Toho character or a new one, it's always going to have to be dictated by finding a way into that character that feels of a piece with the tone we're establishing, which is very serious tone, very dark, realistic tone. So you asked earlier if picking a grounded tone is why we didn't have Ghidorah, whatever. Not really, because I think there's a way to take any of those characters and put a fresh spin on them that might feel more of a piece tonally with our film than it would with maybe a campier, light-hearted version. So if there is Toho monsters that are not realistic, such as King Ghidorah, I don't think Megalon is such a realistic character in my opinion either, or even Mothra, what they can do is that they can just add a twist to it. And they can add a fresh new origin. So maybe Mothra's origin is maybe, just a prehistoric creature that, means, and that she doesn't have to be half the fairy, she doesn't have to be the guardian, she can just be a random monster. And I guess in this scenario it's a ginormous moth. Or Megalon, I don't know Megalon how they're going to do that, maybe it's just a giant beetle that got mutated or something. Gigan, that's going to be hard, because Gigan is a cyborg. That is hard, so I have little expectation that Gigan is going to be in the film. I mean, if it is, then that would be wonderful. Ghidorah is a great choice, because, of course, it's pollution. And I'll kind of give a lesson about pollution, even though there's already a bunch of films that's already used to death that's signal or that's meaning. So people won't literally, go into the meaning because, it's already used in a bunch of films that message about pollution. I mean, even though it is very good, I guess people can get annoyed by it. I've seen a bunch of reviews with, or movie reviews with a movie that has that tone or that message, and everybody really gets tired of it. So I don't think it's good way to go. But it will still be good, getting a lesson. I mean, Hedorah with this Godzilla doesn't make too much sense. I mean, if I had to pick, I might have to pick Varan, because Varan is a very realistic creature. It really makes sense with this new Godzilla. And plus, he's realistic, as I mentioned. He barely has any film appearances. And, it can make an easy origin with Varan, because they barely even explain in the Godzilla series franchise itself. I personally have not seen Varan the Unbelievable. Either it's Varan the Unbelievable or Varan the Invincible. I think it's Varan the Unbelievable. But I didn't saw that movie, so I don't know if they talk about the origin. Most likely they did, but I think it was kind of a simple origin, I think. I don't know, maybe he's from space, but I don't think so. I think he has a simple origin. So, that can be a very easy way to just change it up without disappointing most of the Godzilla fans. And it also looks realistic to the modern audience. Plus, he hasn't really have any screen time in Destroyer Monsters, which was, the main films that he appeared in the Godzilla franchise. But yeah, that's that. I'll leave the link to the article in the description below. So yeah, looks like, it can be any character, so please tell in the comment below what Toho monster do you want to see in the new Godzilla 2014 sequel. It doesn't have to be realistic, because as I mentioned, they can have a fresh origin to it. They can change the origin to it, maybe add some little things to it. So it can be Megalon, maybe Mechagodzilla, maybe Mothra, Gigan, Gabara, which I don't know who will pick Gabara, but okay, Gabara. Jaguar probably, I don't know. Any of those, just tell me in the comment below. What monsters do you want to see this design of Godzilla to fight? Like, don't just say a random monster. Just literally picture this Godzilla, the new Godzilla design, pitting him against another monster. Would that make sense? Like, this Godzilla versus Hedorah for me doesn't, on my, taste, doesn't really make sense. But if maybe they upgrade the design of Megalon, then it'll look better. But, who knows? Maybe it can be a new creation just like Muto. Maybe it could even be the Muto, except, I don't know, I don't know, maybe one of the babies survived or something. I don't know what it is. Or I don't know what to think about it. But anyways, and for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is Kaiju signing out.